Have you ever imagined waking up every day knowing that while you slept, something silent and sacred was working on your behalf? It's not a miracle, nor magic. It's ancient, discreet, a small gesture before bedtime that has quietly crossed generations and is now being remembered by those who are ready for change even after a lifetime of battles. It fits in the palm of your hand. It can be tucked under your pillow. And yet it carries a symbolic weight that many wise women have always known how to value, as have men who listened more with their hearts than with their reason. During sleep, our minds open, our defenses fall, and that's when this object works, activating what lies deepest within your story, your desires, your memories. Would you sleep with it if you knew it could transform the way life treats you? If this touched something inside you, comment below. I am ready to awaken with abundance. If you're a man, write, I am ready to attract what I deserve. Like this video now, it shows that you're open to this transformation. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next steps of this ritual, and share it with someone special who also needs to sleep in peace and wake up with purpose. This small ritual involves a special object that for a long time was kept in silence, not because it was forbidden, but because it was too precious to be trivialized. It doesn't shine, it makes no noise, but it works so deeply that those who know it prefer to keep it as a family secret. Something intimate, passed down through generations of women and men who knew that life isn't changed by force, but by intention. But now, it's your turn to discover it. Imagine something so simple it fits in your pocket. Something that, when used the right way, can tune your energy to what you truly deserve. Tranquility, abundance, reconnection with what matters. Sounds vague? That's because the most important part hasn't been said yet. Few people know how to use it correctly, and most who try do it without knowing its origin, its meaning, the right moment. That's why here, in this video, we're going to show you the true path, all the way through. But before revealing what it is, you need to be present, because only those who listen with the heart will understand the value of what's to come. There's still time to invite someone you love. Share this video now. This ritual is not just yours. It can be experienced in union. Two people, two hearts, one shared intention. If you felt something different up to this point, it's because your heart is ready. This is not just a video. It's an invitation, a silent call to be part of a ritual that thousands of people have already started, quietly, in their homes, night after night. Write in the comments now, I am ready to attract fortune while I sleep. If you're a man, write, I am ready to attract prosperity in my rest. This comment is not just anything. It marks the moment the ritual begins for you. It's your symbolic declaration to the universe. And more, by commenting, you enter a current of energy with everyone here who's seeking the same as you, a life with more balance, protection, and abundance If you haven't liked this video yet, do it now. This simple gesture shows the algorithm and the universe that you are open. Subscribe to the channel. This is the home of those who believe in the power of the invisible. And share. Choose one person, just one. Someone you feel needs something more. Send this video with a message, "I saw this and thought of you." Now you're ready to discover the spiritual roots behind this ritual. In many ancient cultures, the night was never just the end of the day. It was the moment when the invisible moved, when portals opened, and the spirit became more alert, even while the body slept. In Jewish tradition, a simple red string tied around the wrist was used to ward off the evil eye and protect the soul during sleep. In India, monks would wrap sacred threads before meditating to align mind, body, and spirit. In Tibet, shamans wove energetic cords, connecting ancestral wisdom with the strength of the present. None of this was superstition. It was symbolism. And symbol is a direct language to the unconscious, a language that doesn't need to be explained, only felt. For centuries, wise women, grandmothers, healers, solitary mothers preserved this knowledge in the margins of everyday life. They taught their daughters to pray in silence, to place something under their pillow, to believe without needing proof. Attentive men learned too, because the sacred has no gender. It has intention. This thread, this gesture, this ritual, it's all rooted in a heritage that survived time because it spoke of something eternal, protection, connection, renewal. And when you begin to see the night as a sacred space, everything changes. Sleep is no longer just a pause. It becomes a portal. Maybe you're feeling it now. A soft warmth in your chest, an ancient memory, a sense that you're remembering something you were never told but always knew. You're ready, and it's been waiting for you too. Isabel was 61 when she felt life had lost its rhythm. It wasn't sadness, it was a deep exhaustion, the feeling that she always gave but rarely received. Widowed, 2 children raised with sacrifice, a modest home, and nights that dragged on too long. Alone, she would wake up at 3 a.m. with the same question echoing in her mind. Is there still time for me? One day, during a conversation with Donna Elza, an old neighbor, the kind who sees deep, Isabel opened up. Elza, in silence, stood up, opened a drawer, and came back with something small wrapped in cloth. "It's not magic," she said, "but it protected me when I lost my husband, and it guided me when I thought my life was over. It was a red thread, simple, with 3 knots. You tie it to your pillow. Don't say anything. Just listen. Listen to what comes from inside. Do this for 7 nights. Then come talk to me." Isabel laughed, thought it was strange, but she did it. On the first night, she felt a different warmth. On the third, she dreamed of her mother. On the 5th, she woke up crying, not from sadness, but from relief. On the 7th night, before going to sleep, She looked at the thread and thought, if this isn't a miracle, it's something very close. The following week, something shifted. An unexpected phone call brought a job offer she hadn't sought in years. Then she reconnected with a childhood friend, and for the first time in decades, she felt like buying a new dress. Isabel didn't become a millionaire, but she rediscovered what she thought was lost: courage, connection, meaning. What if it were you? How many nights have you spent in silence wishing for a sign? Maybe it won't come as a loud voice. Maybe it's just a thread, and the rest is in you. The object we're talking about is a thread, a red thread. Simple, cotton, no shine, no market value, but loaded with history, intention, and meaning. When tied with awareness, this thread becomes a link between you and the invisible, between your desire and the force that governs time, silence, and dreams. In Kabbalah, it's used for protection against evil. In Buddhism, it symbolizes the bond between souls destined to meet. In Hinduism, it's tied around the wrist to draw strength and ward off heavy energies. And for Isabel, for Elsa, for so many others, this thread was more than tradition. It was a new beginning. It's not just about tying a thread. It's about what you place into it. Your memory, your pain, your hope. Each knot a request. Each loop a commitment to yourself. And now, if you've made it this far, you deserve to know this, because few stayed, but you did. You deserve this revelation. Now imagine this thread in your hands, feeling the texture, seeing the deep red color, visualizing the 3 knots being tied gently as night falls and you prepare for something new. This is your moment, and the thread is just the beginning. Now that you know the red thread, it's time to use it. But first, take a deep breath. Allow yourself to enter this space, a space where you don't need to prove anything, only feel. Because this isn't just any step. It's the beginning of an ancient ritual that, if done with presence, transforms not only your sleep, but the way you wake up to life. All you'll need is a red thread. It can be cotton, no shine, no embellishments. The simpler, the more connected it will be to the essence. Cut a piece about 12 inches long, just enough so you can tie 3 knots gently, without rushing, with intention. Now, hold the thread between your fingers. Look at it. Feel the texture. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe. Visualize everything this thread can carry. Not just your desires, but also your memories, your old wounds, those thoughts that have followed you for years. Silent, but constant. The thread will hold them for you. Step 1. Tie the first knot. As you make this knot, think of something that no longer serves you, a fear that paralyzes, a belief that limits you, a story you've repeated that you're ready to end. This is the knot of release. Feel the weight leaving you and being absorbed by the thread. Let it carry that burden. It's no longer yours. Step 2. Now, with the thread still in your hands, tie the second knot. In this moment, think about what you desire and don't be afraid to dream big. Love, health, financial stability, reconnection with your essence. This is the knot of intention. But go beyond the surface level wish. Ask yourself, why does this matter to me? Visualize that desire as a seed. The knot is the soil where it will be planted. Step 3. Finally, tie the third knot. And now, don't ask. Just say inwardly, I trust. This is the knot of surrender, because when you let go of control, the universe finds space to act. Now, place the thread under your pillow. Just like that. You don't have to explain it to anyone. You don't have to tell. You don't have to repeat mantras. Silence is part of the ritual. It amplifies the energy. Repeat this gesture for 7 consecutive nights. And every night, before falling asleep, touch the thread. It doesn't matter if you're tired, sad, or filled with doubt. Touch the thread. Remember the 3 knots. Breathe. The mind, during sleep, opens like a house without locks. That's when your intentions, now held by the thread, begin to take action. But pay attention. This ritual isn't for everyone. It demands presence, a kind of surrender only those who've been through a lot can understand. That's why many try, but few truly feel what you're going to feel. Do you already have your thread? If so, comment now. I've started. The thread is under my pillow. That comment is not trivial. It's your entrance into a silent circle of people awakening to a new kind of life. And if you haven't started yet, that's okay. But ask yourself, how many more nights will I wait to change how I feel? The thread is only the beginning, but it marks a choice to sleep in peace, to dream with direction, to wake with clarity. When you close your eyes and feel the knots beneath your pillow, something shifts, because maybe, for the first time in a long time, you feel like you're no longer alone. Now that you've activated the thread ritual, you might already be feeling something different. A lightness as you lie down, a deeper silence around you, or maybe just a gentle intuition. Something is changing, and it is, but there's an even deeper layer, something that few people access, not because it's difficult, but because it requires commitment. And maybe that's why you're here, because you feel like you've lived enough to stop wanting quick answers. You want truth, you want depth, and that's what we're about to give you. There's an old wisdom that says, everything strong on earth respects cycles. Day doesn't exist without night. The tide doesn't rise without first pulling back, and no healing is complete without the right time. Your thread follows cycles too, and the most powerful of all is the moon cycle. In the full moon, everything expands. Energy intensifies, emotions surface, rituals grow stronger. At this moment, you can create a new thread, not to replace the old one, but to layer over it. Tie new knots with new intentions and tell yourself, I'm ready to expand what has already begun. Visualize. Feel the threads layering just like your soul collects stories. Each knot, a version of you. Each thread, a chapter lived. And now they all meet under the same pillow, holding your dreams night after night. In the waning moon, it's time to release. Take a piece of paper, write by hand everything you want to let go of. Grudges, fears, old phrases that still echo. Fold the paper gently and place it with the thread under your pillow. This is the phase of purification, the time to clear the ground so something new can bloom. During the day, carry a piece of the thread with you, discreetly. No one needs to know. In your pocket, in your bra, in your bag, as a silent reminder that you are in ritual. Because true transformation happens not only in doing, but in remembering. Touch the thread throughout the day, and as you do, say to yourself, I remain connected. This is pure psychology. The mind learns through repetition, association, sensation. Each time you touch the thread and activate this thought, you're reinforcing a new neural pathway. You're reprogramming your perception of reality. Now, let's go further. Create a power phrase, an affirmation that is yours alone. It doesn't have to be complex, just true. It could be, I am worthy of the peace I seek. My energy opens invisible paths. Everything I need comes to me at the right time. Say this phrase every night as you touch the thread, not like a rushed mantra, but like a seed being watered. You don't need to shout it. You need to feel it. Now, write this phrase in the comments. Sharing is more than participating. It's sealing the commitment. It's putting your energy in motion with others who, like you, have chosen to step out of autopilot. And speaking of that, look at the comments. Read what other women and men are writing. Feel that you are not alone. There is a silent community growing each night, thread by thread, knot by knot. And do you know what makes this ritual even more special? It doesn't depend on luck or belief. It depends on you, on your choice to slow down, to create a sacred pause between the day that has passed and the one yet to come. Because deep down, what we're doing here is reclaiming something modern life took from us, the ability to listen to ourselves in silence. This is your moment. Don't delay. Don't overthink. Don't wait. The thread is here. The ritual has already begun. And you are exactly where you need to be. Everything in the universe is energy. Every thought, every gesture, every silence you carry in your chest without saying a word. And when you begin to align with this truth, the world around you shifts too. This thread, so simple, is not just an object. It's a reminder that there is a quiet strength inside you, one that perhaps for many years has been forgotten. But it never disappeared. It was only waiting for the right moment to be remembered. By sleeping with this thread, you're not just attracting abundance, you're transforming your relationship with time, with rest, with the sacred. You're telling yourself and the universe that you are ready to live with more awareness, more connection, more truth. And the most beautiful part is you're not alone. Thousands of people are now at this very moment sleeping with their threads, and each one of them in their own way is also building this new path, this movement, this silent community that grows night after night. So from today on, repeat your final mantra before sleeping. A short phrase, simple and full of intention. Here is ours. While I sleep, the universe works for me. Repeat it in your mind, in a whisper, like a seed cast into the dark. And if this video touched you, if it made sense, if it helped you remember who you are, then share it. Not like someone just sending random content, but like someone reaching out a hand and saying, "Look at this. It might be the beginning of something for you too." Comment below. The thread is under my pillow. This is your symbol, your seal, your fresh start. Like, subscribe, come back often, and remember, abundance begins when you make peace with the invisible. Good night and sweet dreams.